Most people actually don't plan for emergencies until they actually happen. And at that time, you're already stranded. But the truth is, having an emergency fund is one of your most important steps towards financial freedom. So in this video, I would show you step by step how to build your emergency fund. Why do emergency funds matter? Life is very unpredictable. You could go from like a job loss, a medical emergency, a broken pipe, a repair in your car, or something basically. There are just different things that can throw you off financially. An emergency fund would help you with cushioning any unpredictable happenings that may occur in your life. An emergency fund gives you peace of mind, could help you stay out of debt, and could just help you not lose track of your long-term financial goals because you don't have to dig into your savings or your investments to meet up. So the rule of thumb is that your emergency fund should be 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Depending on your situation, you could stop at 3 months or choose to go to like 6 months. So step 1 is to know your monthly expenses. Start by figuring out how much you actually need in a month to survive. So basically your rent, feeding, transportation, utilities, any other thing that you may need to just get by in the month. So now when you know that, then you can add it up and multiply it by 3 or 6. That would be what you need to have in your account for you to know that you have your emergency fund. Step 2 is to start small. You can't achieve maybe like $2,000 or $6,000 immediately, but you can achieve $500, you can achieve $1,000. So start from first putting aside $500 or $1,000 towards your emergency fund. Even that can cover like maybe a car repair or some small like emergencies that could happen. So at least you have a cushion already. Step 3 is to create a separate account for this amount that you have gotten. So when you have saved up like your 500 or 1,000, which is the initial step towards your emergency fund, you should keep it in a separate account, usually a high interest savings account, so that you keep it separate from your checking account or your running expenses account, so that it's not clogged together and you don't mistakenly spend it. Now the high yield savings account is good because it's easily accessible. You can easily get it to use it for whatever emergencies, but it's also generating you some money. Step 4 is to automate your savings. So for you to achieve your emergency funds goal, you just need to know the amount and then plan how you want to go about it. So break it down into like weekly or monthly, depending on how you get paid, and set up an amount to be going towards your high interest savings account so that you can continue to achieve that goal. Now the amount you set up is not really the issue. The point here is just consistency. So even if it is $100, $200, just continually send something towards that account, and you will be shocked at the end of the year how much you would have saved up and how more robust your emergency fund would now be. Step 5 is to replenish after use. So if an emergency actually occurs and you have to dip into your emergency fund, then put in place again another plan towards replenishing that. An emergency fund is only useful if it's funded. So if you had to dip into it and you don't fund it back, it means your emergency fund is gone. So you dip into it for emergencies and then you fund it back so that you can have for another emergency that could occur. One bonus tip is you can't invest your emergency funds because your emergency funds has to be readily available for an emergency. And imagine if you invested your emergency funds and then the market is at a dip, but when the emergency occurs, you have to go into it. You would have lost all the interest you've gained on your investment. So it can't be in the stock market or invested. It has to be in a high interest savings account. Also, a credit card isn't your emergency funds because that's not your money basically. Your emergency fund should be something you have saved separately to assess for emergencies. Building your emergency fund may look like a really big step, but it's something you just need to do little by little. It's not going to happen overnight that you would have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. It's tough to do, but it's one of the smartest financial moves to do because it will help you achieve your long-term goals. It will help you not to dive into your investments or have to borrow. So start small, stay consistent, and protect your future. If this helped you, please give it a like, share with somebody who needs it. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can see more videos to help you make smarter money decisions and also be more productive.